I was scrolling the Steam page one day trying to look for a new game when I came across this. Now, the 80% discount is pretty good, but this caught my eye. Now, I'm a sucker for these stylized type of games, so I made the purchase and booted the game. And with those 19 hours, I am so glad that I played it.
願い。霊魂の奥底にある渇望を反映し、心から生まれる力。
Now, the world of the Flame Princess, which is Homura Hime, is told to us by explaining the fundamental source that everything stems from desire. We are told that desire allows us to obtain unimaginable power, and it also gives roots to destructive forces as well. When someone undergoes strong emotions and they are not able to contain it, they spawn monsters and eventually evolve into archdemons. In order to maintain the balance between the world, the faith of Jingu, which is basically our headquarters and our boss, they trained a group of shrine maidens to combat them. Meet Anne.
目が覚めましたか?
She is the aide that is sent to us for our missions at Mihara Shrine. She will be staying with us throughout our whole journey while we go and exercise all of the archdemons. One thing this game introduced to you, besides your normal combat system, is the orb mechanic, which is common to see if you're playing Nier Automata, and that's my only point of reference. You'll also encounter enemies that have this blue shield, which you can break with Anne's new spell that she gave us. Well, you've done all the tutorial, and it's time to head off to your first mission.
This is your destination. たとえ何も意味がなかったとしてもですか?
すべての過ちを正す。私は必ず道を見つける。待っていてほしい。
Our first mission starts with the spiriting away incident. In the forest of Adashino, people have been going missing for a long time. The term spiriting away here tells when a person enters a portal or a dimension to another realm. Although there are people who prevent cases like these happening on a larger scale, within just a half a year, 100 people have gone missing. Suspicions fall on an archdemon to be behind all of this. Your goal is to investigate the area and bring back the missing clergy. After a bit of exploration, we came across a campsite where we spot a monster who was holding a doll. Now, a very cool thing that you will notice throughout the game is it gives the enemies their own individual intro animation. Each variation and type will have their own animation that plays to introduce them to you. After you finish them off and pick up the doll, we decided to put it near a small shrine to keep it safe from monsters, and hopefully the owner will come back and take it. Now, out of everything I've told you so far, I've not mentioned to you about who we are. And now would be a good time to tell you that I don't either. From the moment you start the game, you're not given a proper introduction besides the world story and how the Exorcist came to be. You're only told who the bad guys are, what you're supposed to do, and we just kinda accept it and move on. However, we continue to learn more about Homura as we progress through the story. So, when we come across those, I will do my best to give you guys a proper image of who we are supposed to be.
ちょっと礼儀ってもう知らないの？ギャーギャー騒いで起こした挙句私の悪口まで言いやがって。
This burial creature here is the creation made by Miss Kushinada. She's one of our friends and the shopkeeper. By collecting these items, you can spend them at the shop for new combos, skills, passives, and other items to help you progress. By the way, looking at Kushinada, she looks a lot like Hatsune Miku.
ミクだよ。
Even Homura for that instance. She reminds me of Tato. What do you guys think? Am I going schizo or I'm just reaching far? I'd love to hear what you guys think. While you're exploring, you will find some books lying on the ground. They'll give you some information on the enemies you fight and some backstories. Alright, now that we've gotten used to the combat, it's time we introduce a new combat to you, which you will need to finish off bosses. Let's bring in the Berserker. This hunk of junk starts off normally, but once he reaches low HP, this dude will straight up pull a domain expansion on you.
領域展開
The counter to it is pretty simple. You just parry everything and then jump him afterwards. Now, occasionally you will find all kinds of things in this forest, like kids, jawbreakers, and some information about the area. For example, here An tells you the meaning behind Adashino. Ada means futile, which is why there is a lot of gravestones here. In the face of death, everything is futile. Yeah, after hearing that, I really felt like this guy right here. Finally, welcome to the first chapter boss of this game, Agasa. You know, when I was playing the game, I didn't have my expectations that high, but when they dropped this soundtrack on me, I knew, oh, I'm in for a freaking ride.
うやめよう。
Oh, surely you weren't thinking that was it, were you? Well,